Hello, self. Interesting couple days to be sure. It is now the day after Yom Hakippurim. So many things. But it is the dream that I had the night of Yom Hakippurim, the evening before the day, that I need to tell you about, self, so that we don't forget, because I think it was a very important dream with some vivid imagery and strange, to be sure. Backstory: the 9th of Tishri, the day of feasting. Spent most of the day working, woke up, as usual, skipped breakfast. I'm not sure why, but for a long time now, over 2 years probably, I very rarely will eat a breakfast in the morning. So sort of a fast every day, and then I'll work through the morning, and then I'm very hungry by lunchtime, and I'll eat a lunch. So I did that on Friday. Had a burger, quick lunch break. Then got out of work, had a number of tasks to complete. I can't even remember what these all were. I think I may have even recorded one of these videos that afternoon. Yes, I did. Yes, it was the Fibonacci Take 2. I also tried to pay some bills, unsuccessful due to the internet having problems with my bill pay. So, nightfall came rather quickly. Oh yes, and I've been struggling with a parasite problem with my pet cat. So I had purchased a wash, and that was one of the tasks that I had to do, taking care of the animal before myself and my own needs. And so I was fasting already due to the needs of my pet. Then, as usual, per day I go through this dating app on my phone, liked a girl or two, heard back from one of these girls, mutually liked me, and we talked briefly. She wanted to meet. I had nothing else really going on that evening aside from maybe prayers or something that I begin to feel are less and less critical to my personal journey of experience. And I've given up on trying to be something that I'm not. And went out planning to keep the fast, but realizing that I was putting myself in a possible place of contact and having a union of sorts with this girl. Perhaps not a full-blown sexual union, but as I've learned in the study of Judaism, that even physical contact of have a handshake or a hug or something of that nature constitutes a sexual encounter. So, no contact was made. She seemed interested in such contact, and but never violated the boundaries of sorts that I had for myself, which was good. Had a lovely talk and a walk in the city. Then we began to talk of pizza, and I just decided to show her this very good pizza place in town. I also realized I was very hungry, and realized that along with my Ben Noach path, that I should not try to be something I am not. And so I decided, to hell with it, and I'm not going to keep a complete Jewish fast. So I ate and had knowing with the pizza. It was a quasi-kosher pizza, not a kosher restaurant, of course, but I ordered a pizza with sauce, cheese, green peppers, and anchovies. And then my date, being a Christian girl, ordered a pepperoni pizza. Very stereotypical, not surprising in the least. We had a lovely time, and at the end of the night walked her home. She lives on a college campus, is going to a seminary, curiously enough, there for Christianity. And at the door, she very clearly wanted a hug, extended her arms, and so I thought, well, to hell with it. I've already eaten this night of Yom Hakippurim. Why not a tiny bit of sexual union? So, a hug was exchanged. Warm embrace, completely innocent, so to speak, platonic. Beautiful. And so, we went home. Then, I was home. And throughout the night, I remember having several dreams involving this girl, and a certain amount of arousal was experienced. Nothing overtly sexual in the dreams, but and that's all very unclear in my memory. But I don't have any vivid memory or imagery of anything revealing of this girl. She did not expose anything, so to speak, and I am trying to keep this very G-rated for the sake of posterity. But I remember feeling a very deep desire, no, not need, a deep desire to blow off some steam, shall we say, to blow off some steam. And as has been my personal quest, I refrained as a flex of willpower. So I felt good about this, having woken up from some of the dreams and feeling that desire and having the willpower. Good accomplishment, very good. And with each falling back asleep, experiencing the arousal, waking up, feeling the desire, and then of course enacting my willpower, I felt like I was winning, and the desire began to subside. So good. Quite the tzaddik, shall we say. And then, after a certain amount of time, which is always hard to tell when dreaming or half asleep, in some sort of place in the mind, some brainwave, who knows time when you're there. I then had a very vivid dream, which again I don't have any explicit memory of any exposure or regarding to this girl, but I seem to remember there being some sort of contact between us, a touch maybe, and all of a sudden the desire that I experienced before and had pushed away became incredibly intense, and we'll continue this in the second video because we're approaching the 10-minute mark.